Good morning, and welcome to some early mods today for Farming Simulator 25. In total, we got 24 mods, all platforms, 9 new and 15 updates, and that is it. Everything today is for everybody. So a quick overview of new mods today. We have the IH955, MAN 19322 with sliding curtain, Volvo FH16 box truck, Parker 4000 gravity wagon, Fliegl shipping container pack, HW60 trailer, KRONE GX 520, Mudflaps, and Riverbend The Aftermath. Starting off, we have the IH955. This is actually a pack, includes the Case IH International 955 mod, and we have a Hauer XB 150 modded front loader for it. As far as the tractor goes, you got 100 horsepower in here. We can bump that up to 110 or 125 if you would like. Front mounting includes a 3-point. And if you go with the 3-point, you also get the front loader attacher as well. Or you could go with a trailer hitch, which you get the front loader, or you could go with an 840 kg front weight. This does not include a front loader attachment. So we'll stick with the 3-point. As far as your wheel setups go, we got standard wheel weights, wide tires, wides with weights, narrow tires, rear narrows all the way around, rear twins all the way around, and back in. Beacon lights, we've got a left, right, both, or nada. And front fenders are yes or no. If you go with that front loader, it's going to be right there. It's a beautiful tractor, man. Check it out, the front loader. This one's going to cost you about $8,500 and is perfectly situated for that tractor. As you would expect, it sounds great as well. Very nice, and doesn't look like we have any animations on it. So just kind of is what it is. Next, we have the MAN 19322 with sliding curtain from Black Sheep Modding. This one's just the truck itself. A lot of things get changed, like the engine, for example. That's just going to be 322 horsepower. Do have a manual transmission in there. It does go 51 miles an hour, which is pretty cool. Take a look at some of the designs. We can change up the rear of it. So we can go with this, more of a bell trailer style setup, and you can just take the sides off completely, or you can add them back on. It is the sliding curtain for a reason, so we'll leave that on there. Wheel brands, you do have a Continental set, Trelleborg Chunky Boy set, and Nokian, as well as a nice Michelin off-road set, and back into the Continentals again. Driving position, you do have a left side and right hand driving stickers. You can change a few of those up. Very cool. I think I'm going to go with that one right there. Strobes, you got orange strobes, white strobes, you got the day lights as well. If you wanted to run those, I think we go with orange strobes, of course. Roof details, you got a couple of these. You got beacons, horns, extra lights, and then you could choose a few different ones. You can also go with the airfoil on the very, very top. It's very cool. Or spoiler, I don't know, what would you call that? Bull bar, we got a couple different versions of these, basically a black or a chrome setup. Hitch, we got the Powfinger FLC 253. So this actually works with their forklift mod, so you can actually hook up to that, which is very cool. You can also just run a regular trailer hitch if you would like, if you don't have that mod installed and don't want to carry around your own Balefork. And we have colors for all the stuff. So with this bad boy, we got a couple different things we can do. We can open up the side curtain, and we can also open up the rear doors as well. We do have straps going all the way through. If we close everything back up, we actually jump into... Where is it? There it is. I don't know why it wasn't teleporting me to it. So this is our Powfinger FLC. We showed this off what feels like about a year ago. But it is what it is. We'll bring it in, kind of put it, about there. And then we can attach just like that and drive along. Pretty rare that we get box trucks, but we have 2 of them today. This is the Volvo FH16 box truck from a different modder. And the funny thing is, everything works exactly the same except for the doors with the animations. Let's jump in, take a look at it. So just the one truck in here between 600 and 780 horsepower, power shift transmission, 55 mile an hour max speed. Front guards, you can add those up, and you've got a couple different designs for those. As far as your mud flaps, if we swing them around a little bit, we have the warning signs on there, as well as Volvo or none mirrors, if we can add those. Yeah, we can add a few different things for those. A little bit all the way around. Very cool. Front mounting, protect those front lights, and then we have color options. And as I mentioned, this one's kind of funny because it has the exact same animations and the same buttons for those animations as well. Oh, that's great. Unfortunately, with this one, you cannot hook up to it. But one thing we do have a rear steering axle, which makes things a whole lot easier getting around. We can also change up the curtain area. So we have the curtain left front, left back, right front, and right back. So you can change up which direction it folds in from. That's pretty cool. If you're like me and you love big old Volvo semi-trucks, I don't know what it is, but I love European equipment. This is out now, so you can check it out. Next up, the Parker 4000 Gravity Wagon from Rooster Mods. This is actually the big brother to the 2500 that we've got a while back, between 8 and 12,000-ish liters. This one goes all the way up to 16 at the low end at 13.2. 16.7 at the top. Love that. Wheel options, you got the floater tires, or you can go with truck tires. Very nice. The SMV triangle. You can throw on the old one, old left, and then you can go with the double, or you can go with the newer set. My grandfather had one of those on his tractor, so I'm gonna put that there. We also have number stickers, so these could be added to the side. They can also be added to the back, or you could do both. That is very, very cool. Oh, they're on the front as well. We always go 3 for Dale, so let's put that there. And then you can do the box direction left or right. Doesn't really matter which way you go for it. And one of the coolest things is it's got a trailer hitch back there, so you can hook up multiple of these. Why I bought 3 of these, I will never know. But hey, let's jump in, take a look at it. We do have the force unload, and then we have the tip side, front and back. Interesting. And left and front. Where is that at? I'm interested about the tip side stuff. So this is going to be tip side front. Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? And then a tip side back, perhaps. I don't know why I thought it would be anything different. And then left, it's both. And the unload looks to be twice as fast. All right, well, that'll shut me up. Backing it up's not too bad. The rear axle doesn't turn. I seem to be having a bad day at work, if you want to call it that. But hey, if you can get the rear axle to or the front axle hung up like that, kind of makes it easy to back it up, doesn't it? Hey, there you go. And it does seem like that this International's pulling this. No problem whatsoever. All right, let's party. Next one is the Fliegl Shipping Container Pack from HR Forced. This pack includes 3 pieces of equipment. We have the Vario Chassis V2, which is basically the one that we have in the base game, just with options. We have the shipping container, kind of like the one that we have in the base game, works exactly the same, except it doesn't sell after you sell your logs. You get your container back, which is fantastic, and it costs the same as well. Plus, we get something new. We get the Container SB, which will hold a small container, and you can actually hook this up to the back of semi-trucks with a 5th wheel. You can either use it with the Volvo FH16 or the MANT GX pack from HR Forced, or you can click Universal and it'll work with just about anything. As far as the Vario chassis right here goes, we do have some new wheels, new tires, and of course, because it is an HR Forced mod, we could find them in here. There we go. We get the white lettering on the side. You gotta love that. We do get some Mudflaps as well. Love seeing those. And then, of course, colors for every piece on here. And then that shipping container. Well, it's basically the one that's in the base game. You got the 40-foot in a automatic or manual attach, and then you could do the 30-foot, same thing, and a 20-foot. Same thing. The 20-foot is actually going to be your, let's see, let's go for a 20-footer right here. Here we go. And just for funsies, we'll change up the color. Now, I have gone for the universal, so I'm curious kind of what it would work with. Maybe we'll try this, and we will do our best here. So, the good thing is, you don't really have to learn how to use anything new. Well, it said it was universal. I do not foresee this hooking up. Up, 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 hey, there we go. It's just a little far back, that's all. The good thing is we can move it. Hey, perfect, there we go. So that's good there, and then we'll move it up just a little bit. So that is as far back as it will go. So this truck is pushing the limits of this. And we may see a little bit of clipping at the front, but we'll play that game when we have to. I have gone for the manual attach version here as well, not the automatic attach. So whenever I put this up, I will have to hook it up myself. I am just going to put it up there with my super strength because I have that, and then we will boop, drop it there, jump back in, attach, and we're ready to go. I have turned this into a box for myself. Hey, oh, I just made another box truck, didn't I? Crap, we have 3 of them now. What a day, man. What a day today. At the end of it, these can be used for anything because you can strap stuff down inside. However, These are just going to be for logging. Next up is the HW60 trailer. This bad boy holds between 7,500 and 15,000 liters, and we have a couple different versions of it. So you can go through and kind of find the ones that you like. The first couple look exactly the same to me. Maybe there's some differences there. I do not know. As far as your wheel brands, we do have a couple different brands to be added here. This is an older Fliegl, or Fortschritt, style trailer. So if you're using, I don't know, if you're on an older style map, something like that, I think this would definitely fit you guys. Plus, it holds quite a bit as well, especially for a trailer like this. Very, very, very impressed by that. You do have a trailer hitch as well. The hitches line up, so should be good to go. And then we, of course, have all of the colors that you want and need. Next is the KRONE GX520. Not the first time we've seen this trailer before. We've actually gotten the 520 mod already in another pack. That one allows us to do different additions. This one allows you to make whatever color you want. Those are the only differences between the two. Again, this is not a new thing that we've seen. 52,000 liter capacity on here. You do have multiple different wheel brands. You can go through, find ones that you like. If this is a trailer you're interested in, we do have a cover. Do love those covers. Those are pretty sweet. And then we have the main cover. So their main color. So this is where you could change up the different, I don't know if you want to call it the different editions. You can like make your own night edition here. Let's see, we go through there. There you go. We made our own night edition. This is kind of nice because you don't have a straight up edition that the modders made for you. You can do whatever you want. It's pretty cool. Next to last, Mudflaps. This is a pack of Mudflaps, basically. In here, you hook up via 3-point and you can choose how wide you want those Mudflaps. We also have a main color option, which will just change up the frame. Since we've been testing everything on the IH that we got today, let's test one more. So there we go. We're hooked up. And I think I made them a little bit too wide for this tractor, but still pretty cool. And your last new mod today is a map. It is called Riverbend The Aftermath from Insane Sim Guy. After 100 years, Riverbend has suffered a natural disaster. Parts have begun to be recovered, while others are still a wasteland. To the north of the river, you'll find lush forests and green pastures. However, to the south, it remains a desert. Do you have what it takes to restore the area to its original beauty? Well, maybe, maybe not. There are 3, count them 1, 2, 3, diverse biomes, they say. 97 fields, small to large. You got multiple forestry plots to test your skills. 123 farmlands in total. Over 24,000 trees are on the map. A lot of them are dead, but they're still there nonetheless. And lots of empty plots as well for you to kind of do whatever it is you want to do. This is the main farm right here. So there you go there. You may also see there is a really wild and crazy train on here. This is one of BC Bueller's trains, and it is well, it's wild. Absolutely crazy. So there's so many cars on this thing. This may be the longest train and farm sim I've ever seen. So you can see we've got multiple grain bins. I mean, there's, what was that? A couple million liters worth of grain right there. Goodness gracious. We even have a couple more there as well. And then we have some open bins. What is that? 5 open bins. And this is definitely millions of liters. Stuff for running logs. We've got flatbeds for pallets. And then we've got some more right here. These work really well with pallets as well. And other goodies. Oh man, what a train. This was the main shop area. I'd say was. It does look like basically they've come through, taken everything off the map and then replaced stuff down. Now that would make sense, especially if this was a barren wasteland, which I think we can agree a lot of it is. And just from looking at the PDA right here, you can see there's definitely a lot of things that have changed. I can also appreciate that they've completely removed the absolutely useless fish farm area, which is just a waste of space at this point. And somehow we've got an insanely large mountain right here. I don't know where that came from. And if you're curious what happened, I think it's the same thing that unalived all the dinosaurs. I think we can all agree that is a crater. No required mods on here as per usual, which is very nice. Through here you can see your growth calendar, all that good stuff. Hotspots, farmlands that we own. Of course, it is the exact same thing that we get in new farmer mode. So that is very cool. Nothing has changed through there. And you can buy other stuff as well. As far as our crop calendar, here that is. I don't expect to see much in the way of changes with that one. No animals have been placed down on the map. We do have quite a few contracts. Of course, there's a lot of fields as well. Owned productions, we have the grain mill, large glass greenhouse, and a large mushroom greenhouse. And then we have a lot of other stuff available as well. Productions have been modified slightly. So one thing to note about these, they say that several base game productions have had their output and storage increased, including all small production facilities. So if we take a look at our small guy right here, 1 million liters across the board. Very, very nice. And then if we take a look at vehicles, we actually have an insane, I think, starting equipment base. We have lots of red tractors. You gotta love that. We got a little Kubota side by side, big New Holland there as well. Plenty of stuff to check out. I did want to pop back over here one more time to take a look at the main farm because I feel like we didn't get to see this enough. It is just base game buildings that are down, so if you wanted to, you could delete all of these and go from there. I think this is also like a really nice, cleared out Riverbend, if you want to think about it like that. Sure, it's a little bit different than the base game version. Not insanely different. It still resembles it, and things are kind of still in the same place. They have changed up the road layout a little bit, and I'll be honest, I kind of like this road layout a little bit more. There's just less in the way. The main one, there's a lot of trees in the way. And lastly today, let's talk about updates for all platforms. The first one's the 2019 Deutz Series 9 from Rednex Mods, and it'll be version 1001. They fixed the AI track issue, various tweaks and repairs, added another unrealistic engine for those that wanted edge of realism. Hey, that's me! Fix the passenger script, optional loader from Schnibby Modding. That is found right there at that link if you wanted to look for it. Just type in the, I think that's supposed to be Schnibble? I'm not sure. Also turned up the door animation and adjusted the Nokian tires to be more realism. More realism to more realism. Yeah, there you go. And that front loader is this one right here. If you're curious, the Quickie Q8M, and yeah, it is Schnibble modding. Next, we have the MAN TGS 18 series from V-Agri. This will be version 2.1. However, they do say installed 2.0. Not really sure what that means, but here we go at the very bottom. We got a liftable axle system, which has been added, which includes a configuration with 3 different axle heights for a variety of different semi-trailers. Hey, 2 thumbs up. That's amazing. We also have camera system added, bug fixes, and Alliance 398HS added. Oh, sweet. We got some new tires. And another update, the Anthem 6x4 pack. This will be version number 2 at the top. They've added automatic gearbox options adapted for the newest game version, added new engine options, added new wheel options, added design option, and small fixes and improvements. Now into tools and stuff, and we have the Pallet silo with Autoload trailers from Chris S. and Riley S., aka Pallet Autoload. This one is quite a lengthy update, so we'll zoom in for this one as well. Version 1.1. They've corrected the fill units, overriding products inside a chamber that was less than 5% full. Added guidelines to show where autoload function is. Guides are hidden until the trailer unfolds. That should be super helpful. They've also improved the autoloading functions. Note, modded productions will only autoload if the modder added triggers to the pallets. The modded pallets or products should go into the silo if the mod maker marked them as product, and this is found in the XML files of the mod if you are on PC. Reminder, the liftable pallets and bales from Yos is not required for the mod to function. However, it is needed for the trailers to auto-load the pallets and not inside the silo. To report the bugs, you can go on the Mod Hub website and that way. Moving it on, we have the Kotte TSA 30 Briri Streetmaster 30 version number 2. We got some new LED lights, new liftable system, function compatible with the MAN TGS series and MB Trucks DLC. Also broad fenders, broad wheel steering axle, wheel reflector interactive control, Weinhoff brand, design stripes, and pump color. Next is the Marshall pack. We have version 1001. They fixed the ST1800 rear light rotation. And we have the camera trailer pack version 102. The renaming of the Brenner DD24073-2 XXL pack to the camera trailer pack, which I'll be honest with you, I was looking for Camara. It's spelled the same. Oh, goodness gracious. This is also from the same modder that brought us the loader camera pack and the loader tool camera pack over the weekend. Moving on, the Rolmako U4364M 4.5M pack version 1004. Reduce the smoke emission to improve optimization. Balefork Selfmade version 1001. The center of gravity has been adjusted, added color configurations, and it is in front loader tools. From Cavalier Roy and McShow Modding, we have Farm Production version 1.1. The capacity has been increased to 1 million liters for everything. farming. Dahut's Herbal Tea version 1.1. They've added winter effects to the following building decorations: infusion factory, laboratory, market stall, statue, modern dryer, rose hip bush, a large vegetable garden. They also fix textures around the buildings when placed in the market stall, and fix the placement test zones around the following buildings: infusion factory, market stall, and modern dryer. Large water tank got an update. For the life of me, I can't figure out what it was because it's still version 1.1 and there's no changelog. Yellow tray does have an update though, version 1.1, mod description updated, and the solar module added. And lastly, today we have an update to the map, the Alps. We're going to zoom in on this one. It is version 1002 at the top. Scottish Highland cattle from the Highlands Fishy DLC have been integrated, which works without the DLC as well. This is possible from some way that I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea why this works. I do know that it worked on Xbox before the DLC was even out. There's that. We also have translations for Italian and Spanish. We have missing text added when completing the cheese collection. A little more life has been added with the standing NPCs. Surface gloss character corrected on various fill types, adjusted for damp surfaces. The fish farm has been added, which only works with the DLC. Ferry to the fish farm has been added. That's pretty cool. Mini forklift integrated into the map, which operates the fish farm. And since the map is version 1002, is a major update, a new save game is required. I appreciate the modder for not only telling us that, but for giving us a reason why. Very cool. 2 thumbs up, baby. And that is it for this one. Hope you enjoyed. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you're new. Join the DjGoHam fam. Double check those notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. If you guys are interested in the Nintendo Switch version of Farming Simulator, that is the Farming Simulator Signature Edition, I have released a video on my mobile gaming channel. A link to that can be found in my posts section on YouTube. So definitely check that out if you want to see it. Otherwise, just hope you have an awesome day. We'll see you in the next one.